All right. Hello, everybody. I hope you've had a great week. Yes, we're back in for this week. We might want to stop some of those noises now. Anyway, hopefully you've had a really great week. Still trying to adjust between these two screens. CB assignments came in. I will start working on those. I was in Scottsbluff for a couple of days working, so I'm running a little bit behind, but I do see that for the most part they're all in, and I will start grading those in last week's assignment. So I appreciate the questions, and it allows me to always get back to you and make sure I'm clarifying. This week, we're kind of bringing everything together in a different way. We did CBMs as a way to write IEP goals and be able to match, your data gathering to writing IEP goals to serve as a baseline. And we'll be moving in that direction as you write your IEPs. Please remember, as a little side note, if you would like feedback on any of your goals, especially if you're on SRS, just shoot me an email and I can jump on really quick since you named it after yourself and can look and can give you really quick feedback that way. So let me know if that's something that you want. This week we're looking at kind of CBM probes as it applies to RtI. Since most of you are in Gen Ed, I would assume RtI is a familiar concept to you. And it's really response to intervention, looking at all students within universal screening to see who are the kiddos that are struggling. They might not need special education, but they come from a place where maybe they didn't get the amount of kind of readiness skills, reading, writing, understanding their letters. And with more intensive instruction, they're going to be able to catch up to their peers without needing anything beyond that intervention. And so it's a tiered system. So with universal screenings, tier 1, 2, and 3. And as you move up them, you can look at qualifying students on with a learning disability using RtI rather than the old gap score between achievement and IQ. So it doesn't, as in the old days, just such a failure system. Unless kids failed and failed and failed and failed, they wouldn't be able to qualify for receiving special education services. So we've jumped into the textbook this week. We're on chapter 3, and it's all about different ways of looking at RtI, which ties directly to probing kids, doing specific interventions. Specific interventions, and then being able to probe them to see, are these interventions working? If not, how do I need to make those adjustments? So exactly what we covered with CBMs, but you're looking at it more within the intervention framework. So please be sure to read chapter 3. Yay. And I can't control my instruments today, sorry. And have that as a background. This week's activities, there's a lot of resources on RtI. There's slides that I've made, there's presentations that I found on YouTube. That way, if you're less familiar with it, you can back up and do some more just getting yourself prepared. As you'll see in my notes to you for the week, some of you may have not had assessment first. You should have, but if not, you can get yourself brought up to speed within RtI and assessments and how they tie together. So you have the reading in the book for the first time, and then the activities take you to a website. It's called the IRIS Center. It's part of University of Vanderbilt and the Peabody Center, and you've got different activities to do within that give you not real life, but it gives you scenarios in order to look at data to help drive decisions of what would you do. We're in a data-driven world. It's really helpful if we can use meaningful data to make decisions to guide our instruction, and this is what it's all about to learn with this week. Let me think. Next week we're going to be staying in the book, and we'll be adding in information from the Archer book. with effective instruction, explicit instruction. So if you don't have that, I'll try to provide you with more background and also can send you to the website, and you should be able to get a lot of that information there as well. So hopefully it seems kind of spring-like now in the Lincolnish area, so hopefully you're somewhere like that as well. Please, as always, if you have questions, don't hesitate to shoot them to me, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. We can keep moving. Feedback's appreciated. If you feel like I'm moving too fast, let me know that, and I'll try to adjust the pacing. I tried to do that last week with the CBM assignment, but I don't always know if it's a great match. So please don't hesitate to give me that feedback. And so with that, let's, what should take us out? We'll do this. So that's it. And I will be back next week. Have a good one.